Because of Crinical's measurement of the TinHiFi T3 Plus showing promising upper treble performance, I decided to ask TinHiFi for a review unit, which they kindly agreed to send. This creature named Crinical, is actively ruining the IEM hobby and misleading people. His measurement of the T3 Plus is complete and utter dog shit. Firstly, the packaging the T3 Plus arrives in is essentially identical to the P1 Max. We have the same materials and cards, just different colors. None of the silicone tips provided a proper seal on my ears, so I ended up using the foams just like with the P1 Max. One difference here though is that these are blue. I like the way the P1 Max looks. The design is no doubt nice to look at, and you can see the dynamic driver through the semi-transparent shell. The cable is somewhat good enough. It is pretty lightweight, although it does tangle easily. One complaint about it is that this part on the connector feels pretty weak, and you can also hear a noise when this is happening. The physical stuff out of the way, how does this IEM sound? Okay, back to this. The first thing I really wanted to find out is if the upper treble with this could compete with the Moondrop Variations. So I went to my #1 reference song, 10-1 by Riol, and unfortunately I heard harshness. But who cares about the stock performance is what I told myself. I was never interested in this IEM for its non-EQ performance. I always knew it would be terrible in other areas. The mud in this IEM is unbearable. The congestion is ridiculous in this IEM. Don't get me wrong, this isn't the worst IEM in the world or anything, but you're much better off just buying the Moondrop Variations. The t sound. It is piercing on this IEM. All of my reference songs with wide range frequency responses clearly highlight the treble issue in this IEM. The 4.5 kHz peak also shouts at you often. Man, I hate muddy IEMs. It feels like I'm drowning, dude. The bass is just bleeding into the vocals. This is not a suicide tier IEM by any means, but it is not top tier performance. There is no clarity to vocals with the mud in this IEM. It's a fact that you need a dedicated bass driver for real bass, following the Harman target. In the treble peak, man, it just pisses me off. I give zero shits that this is a budget IEM. Okay, so I ended up trying this EQ profile. The rest of the response improved, no doubt. Everything aside from this harsh treble was similar to the Variations, and this is physically impossible to fix. There's a reason the treble drivers on the Variations alone cost $200 to purchase. So I went into Tone Generator attempting to find the problem, and lo and behold, at 12,700 Hz, there was a stabbing peak. This is ridiculous. So I took another look at Crinical's measurement, and I noticed there was a slight peak at 12,700 Hz. But why is this so piercing is what I was wondering. Then I began looking for other measurements of the TinHiFi T3 Plus. On Android, you can clearly see the stabbing peak. It is also true that treble completely disappears in Tone Generator after this. It's the same story with bad guy, good guy audio reviews. Here it is versus Variations in my target. You can clearly see the ultra harsh treble on the T3 Plus. The best TinHiFi IEM I have heard so far is easily the P1 Max. While most of the frequency response isn't perfect, the upper treble quality is godly. Crinical has some of the worst upper treble measurements I've seen. He has a Gras RA0402 with accurate acoustic impedance from 10 kHz to 20 kHz, but he refuses to use it for IEMs. As the person with the power to measure the most IEMs, he is doing a severe disservice. I would like to give a shout out to Vsauce4, Noodle, Daniel Gnet, Wadiacre, Grumpy Kitten, Johan Faust, Marshadow, Nell, Sasa, Kunda, and Cinevri. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. If you would like to support the realest audio reviewer on YouTube, consider donating through PayPal to Gani1@gmail.com. Super chat donations in your comments. Join the channel membership for $4.99 a month for a shout out at the end of each video, as well as a special role in the Discord server with text-to-speech permissions. Or join the channel membership in the ultra-active Discord server for manage emoji permissions, as well as a special red-colored role. YouTube takes a bigger cut of the $4.99 per month, so supporting through Discord helps the channel more. If you want me to review a product, specify the product in your donation. If you would like to talk to people about anything audio related and much more without the fear of getting banned for no reason, join the Apple House Sound Discord server linked in the description. As usual, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends. Have a nice day.